Alright, so we fucked up. Or at least, I fucked up.
Freaking idiot.
You're a monster.
I can swallow a bottle of alcohol in her. Feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the car dealer.
Yo, the X3 is almost done. Couple things left to do. Obviously, cosmetically, it's in shambles. Looks horrible, except for them doors. But we'll get to that on another video. So I'm trying to ride this weekend somewhere locally just to test the car out, make sure it's good before we go to TDS at the end of the month. And I need to put a new cooling fan on it. That cooling fan, I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow, hopefully. Crossing my fingers they have it in stock. But before I do that, I gotta install this piece here. So this is a Tmw shock tower brace for the front. And I do have a shock tower brace already, but it's not quite to par with the one made by Tmw. ZRP makes this shock tower brace that I have. It connects the two shocks together from these bolt mounting locations. Now everyone knows ZRP makes some of the best stuff out there. The rear radius rods, my favorite on the market. Same thing with the rear radius rod plate, and it's beautiful. Look at that American sign, baby. Anyways, the front shock tower brace is great and all, but it's not to par with what I want for this car. I hit a lot of whoops, and I've seen a couple pictures online. I'm gonna show you that right now. As you can see, these things get smashed. If you don't take care of the car, not that you're supposed to, but if you really ride it really hard like I do, you're gonna want this. And what the difference between this one and that one is this one is pretty much dual shear, so it's gonna mount to the bottom of your frame. You're gonna bolt it on with 6 bolts, and this is actually gonna be connected to the lower portion of your front section of frame here. And obviously, yeah, it's gonna be bolted to the shocks. So this one is a lot stronger. It's made of steel, and not knocking the aluminum, of course.
Say aluminum. Aluminium.
It's just the main difference is it connecting at the bottom. So I'm gonna show you guys how to install that now. So this one came with a LED, believe it or not. As you can see here in the back where you wire it up. It's actually pretty cool because it lights up the TMW logo. But anyways, let's get to this. Once you get to this point and you're ready to install your new TMW shock tower brace, you have to drill these rivets out. I didn't know that before, but no big deal. We'll drill them out, and then I think we might have to drill these out too for the new size bolts. All right, these rivets that you drill out, you're gonna want to drill them out to 5/16. Same thing with the holes on the side, on the top. Doesn't look like it's gonna be any issue. One thing I am noticing on the back side of this is my Super ATV gusset kit, or frame stiffener they call it. It looks like it rubs, so when you drill the holes out, it's gonna rub. I think I might have a hard time putting the bolt on, not the bolt, but the nut part of it on the back side. But let's see how that goes. If you're gonna be doing this, you might as well just get the TMW gusset kit to match, so you won't have this issue. But if you have the Super ATV one, I'm sure you can make it work. Cause I sure as hell gonna make it work. If I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble. And that mounts up right there. So just to avoid anything happening, I'm gonna go ahead and mount the shocks already. All right, so I left those a little bit loose until I mount these up. Looks like there might have been a little bit of frame twist, or it might just be the factory, you know, tolerances a little bit off. No big deal. So we'll put the bolt in on the top ones, maybe the side ones, and then we'll go ahead and try to figure out how we'll get the bottom ones in, because that frame stiffener from Super ATV is a little bit in the way. So the light for the TMW logos, super simple. It's actually gonna light up with my lighted whips. So when I turn my lighted whips on, they'll turn on, and just power and ground, no big deal. So I'm gonna continue taping these up. So what the shock tower brace essentially does is it makes it double shear for the top shock mount location. So instead of just having the rear section here that's gonna take all the load, it's distributing it to the shock tower brace and down to the lower portion of the frame. So that's what makes this a great upgrade to structurally strengthen the front of your car. So if you do a lot of whoops, a lot of jumps, it's a must-have. All right, so the radiator's all hooked up, nothing left to do but check out the light. So here we go. All right, there's a TMW logo all lit up. Looks pretty damn cool if you ask me. All right, so there you have it. TMW front shock tower braces in. Looks great, looks cool with the LED. And last step, don't forget to fill up the cooling system. Whatever you drain from the radiator and the hoses, try to fill up the same amount going into the reservoir in the back, and that will be underneath the air filter box. So that's gonna be it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hopefully we'll take this thing out soon and we'll have a good time. All right, so we fucked up, or at least I fucked up. The radiator hoses go on the outside. They don't go through the middle. So yeah, I ain't going to sleep yet. All right, now I got it. This is how the hoses run. Not through the inside like I thought. That's all right, as long as we get it done. So the cooling fan will go in between, and that'll be a wrap. Go jump this motherfucker somewhere.